We are live from Gainbridge Fieldhouse in Indianapolis. The Pacers, they hold a 2-1 lead over the Thunder in the NBA Finals, but it's the offseason for 28 other teams, so let's check in. We're going coast to coast, a little schools out edition. Let's start with some study abroad programs, shall we? Victor Wembanyama spending some time training in China, but check this out. He's apparently training with some monks at the Shaolin Temple, fully shaved head and all. Danny, did the Spurs ever have you do a summer in a monastery?
No, we did not, but we did do a military base thing where we had to do an obstacle course, and we had some crazy wild childs crawling through the mud, doing the ropes, climbing ladders. But this is a mature young man. I don't think I would have ever done this at 21, 22 years old. I don't know how old he is, but yeah, this is something I still probably wouldn't do in my 30s, but I would love to experience it one day.
You know what? I imagine this takes a lot of discipline, and he's going to learn a whole lot. Keeping our international theme going, Giannis, he just stamped his name on a new court in Rio. He posed with his Bucks jersey at one of the world's most iconic landmarks. Perk, that shot of him holding up the Bucks jersey in front of Christ the Redeemer, a statement of loyalty, maybe?
Yeah, but first of all, his hair is not that damn good, so shout out to whoever did the drawing on the floor. Right? But shout out to Giannis, though, man. Giannis, you know what? Following Giannis in the offseason is one of the best things going, right? He gonna let you know every single thing he doing. He be enjoying while putting in the work.
He absolutely will, like when he tells us about his smoothie flavors and things like that. All right, from Rio to some conversation. Giannis may be lighting up Brazil, but the NBA world still locked in on Kevin Durant's next move. And our Shams reporting that the Suns and Durant's camp, they're actively sorting through the options. 5 teams clearly in the mix: Houston, San Antonio, Miami, the Timberwolves, and the New York Knicks. And speaking of Shams, he's joining us now. Shams, what more can you tell us about your reporting that KD's teams that are interested in trading for him?
Malika, there is traction on Kevin Durant trade scenarios, and there are some teams that are motivated to get a deal done sooner rather than later. And so we'll see. Will something happen here before the NBA draft? Does this linger into June 25th, 26th, or closer to that NBA draft period? But those are the 5 teams where the Suns are most focused at. There are some wild card suitors as well, but what this could end up coming down to is he's on an expiring contract upwards of $50 million. So is this all going to be contingent on him accepting a long-term deal? Will there be a team that simply swings for him, gets him in the mix, and just sees, can we make it to the finals? How deep can we go? I've been saying it for the last several months. Which team believes they're a Kevin Durant away from winning a championship? That's what this could come down to. He is by far the biggest available domino left on the market.
And that's going to crystallize here between now, possibly the NBA draft, or could it extend into the days and weeks following that? But remember, Kevin Durant, he's going to turn 37 in September. He's not slowing down, though. When you look at his numbers, 26.6 scoring average, if we show the full screen right now, for a player aged 36 or older, trailing a pair of legends, right? LeBron James seasons here. When you look at his numbers, they're pretty remarkable. You can see why Shams is terming this as which team is a Kevin Durant away, because he's still that potent of a player. This is the big question. Where should he end up? And big questions, they require big lists.
I still got him mad even though I'm out the league. I'm feeling big. Ken Perkins, tell her walk if she asks for a Birkin.
You will speak when spoken to. Give me some energy.
Bam.
That's it? Bam! 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 Put it up there.
I'm feeling big. Ken Perkins. I'm feeling big. Ken Perkins.
Oh, hey, Sean.
They got a song?
Yeah, they got a song. But listen, here's the thing, right? You like it as bumping out. I'm feeling big.
It's a nice little beat.
And I get it. This is your first time being a part of this segment.
They got a song? I literally didn't know.
Hold on.
Carter makes the beat.
Hold on. This is not your list. This is not Danny list or Malika list. They know this. You will speak when spoken to, and you will bring the necessary energy that it requires. Otherwise, you will not be part of this segment again. Okay? It's Big Perk's big list of best destination, of dreams destination for Kevin Durant. Coming in at number 5, put it up there. Bam! This might surprise a lot of y'all, maybe not. The San Antonio Spurs. You know why? Because they got culture. They got Victor Wembanyama. They got De'Aaron Fox, Stephon Castle. They got the pieces there. KD could go there and actually elevate this team to be in the postseason and compete for a title. We know Victor is young, but he has an old soul. He wants to win now. You have a young stud, an evil genius, and the coach that they have right now, San Antonio is number 5 on the list. DG, your bow-legged ass, give me some energy.
Now walking to the board today. Give me some energy.
Up here,
That's
boy.
a low
Bam!
Put it up there.
All right,
I
look,
said
look.
put it up
Wasn't
there.
enough.
There we go.
There you go.
The Houston Rockets. You know why? They got a lot of great assets. So you could give up a lot while still remaining and keeping a Şengün, Tari Eason, Amen Thompson, and you have a coach in Ime Udoka who is not going to stand for anything else but holding Kevin Durant and his team accountable. This team finished second in the Western Conference last year, took Golden State to a 7-game series. They're on the rise. Malika, give me some energy.
Bam!
I like that. Bam! Put it up there. The Minnesota. Ant-Man said KD is his favorite player. We saw their connection when they were down there in the Olympics. What did Anthony Edwards need this postseason? He needed a guy to take the pressure off him, especially when they got to the Western Conference Finals, a certified number 2 that could go get buckets so it could open it up for Anthony Edwards. Coming in at number 2. Shams, remember, you better bring the energy. Bring the energy, damn it.
Bam!
There we go. There we go. I
got you. I got you.
The Detroit Pistons.
Whoa.
Why not?
I like it.
Why wouldn't you want to
I like
go play
it.
with Cade Cunningham? Did you see what they did last year? They have the assets. They have J.B. Bickerstaff who established a culture there, right? You bring KD there alongside Cunningham with the way that the East is wide open going into next season. I actually like that. Coming in at number 1. I'm putting it up there. Bam! Put it up there loud. The Knicks.
Oh, man.
The Knicks. They just went to the Eastern Conference Finals. You talking about putting Kevin Durant alongside of Jalen Brunson. Forget whatever else is over there. Carl Anthony, Jalen Brunson and KD alone, right? We're talking about JB, who's one of the best, if not showed the best Eastern Conference player, the best player in the Eastern Conference. You put him alongside with Kevin Durant in New York City. The Big Apple is going to be lit again. Shams, great job. This is my list. Big Perk's big list of Dream Durant destination.
I mean, at 37, we have to see how his body's going to hold up. But he gives you that killer. He gives you that finisher that Houston is looking for. San Antonio is younger. New York is looking for that too, but I don't think it changes these groups defensively. And I think you have to give up too much to get him. So it's going to be hard to stay afloat or stay in that contention when you get a player like this because you have to give up an OG Anunoby or a Josh Hart or a Mitchell Robinson for a New York Knicks team. Minnesota would make sense, but they would have to deplete a lot of their bench and their roster. So yes, he's a great offensive threat, but I don't know if this helps these groups get over the edge defensively.
Well, one thing that Shams reported that I thought was really interesting in all of this is that the Phoenix Suns are working with Kevin Durant and with Rich Kleiman in trying to find a mutual partner here. So it's not just the return package that the Suns get, right, Shams? It's also finding a place for KD.
Yeah, it's sifting through the options that are there, right? And that's what I reported yesterday is the Suns have gotten offers. They're having conversations with interested teams and working with Rich Kleiman, Kevin Durant's longtime business partner, on figuring out what makes sense for him, what makes sense for them as an organization. And then, again, it takes 2 to tango. So which team steps up out of this mix? Could there be a wild card team as well? Because, you know, especially when you look at the Eastern Conference, if you're a team like a Miami, do you feel like this conference is wide open? That's another thing that I've heard in the last few days is there a team in the East, particularly that believes they are a Kevin Durant away?
If I'm a team and I'm trying to get Kevin Durant, I would approach with caution. I would not give up the house to bring in Kevin Durant. I'm sorry, Kevin Durant is an all-time great. Kevin Durant is the greatest scorer that I've ever seen with my own 2 eyes. But over the past few years, Kevin Durant is not a needle mover. He's not moving the needle. He is not moving. We could go how we want to go, but history is telling us from his Brooklyn stint to now his Phoenix stint, we thought that these were championship caliber teams.
I don't know. They're going to toe away.
I'm with you in certain situations, but there are situations where he can be a big needle mover, like a Golden State. Where
he don't want to go to Golden State, though.
As much as he doesn't want to be there, he doesn't have to be a leader there. He has Draymond there. You don't have to be the alpha. He can be a scorer and be alongside Steph and Draymond. And if they could keep Jimmy with that makes them a really good group. But they probably have to give up Jimmy and Kuminga or whoever else in company to get him.
But that's what being a Kevin Durant away means, right? It's about looking at the fit with the team that he is coming into, not just what everybody else is giving up, and making that calculation. As Shams is saying, this could go on a couple more days, this could go on a couple more weeks, and we will be here every step of the way to see what KD's next destination is. But since we're in Indianapolis, let's get back to the finals here. In case you missed it, did you guys catch this part of Tyrese's postgame?
Pops is in the house. What's the celebration going to be like with him?
No, I'm going to go say what up. And he gonna go home. He out of pocket for them jeans, but you know, other than that, it's good to see him out here.
Tyrese, congratulations. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
I mean, Shams, I feel like you could rock those.
No. I would stay far away. But shout out to John Halliburton. I spent some time around him during these finals. Like, he's obviously a very outgoing human being. It seems like he's a very loving guy.
He's back in the building, man. He's letting people know he's here.
Man,
You know,
let
he's
Pops
finally
be
back in the
young,
building.
man.
He's being a young
Outgoing
dad.
personality with some outgoing genes. Shams, thank you so
like
much
that.
for spending some time with us here on NBA.